Hey there, my name is Rohit Kumar, and today we are going to discuss another very important research domain, that is computer graphics. So let's start. Here you can see that different sorts of computer graphics related images and the related kind of presentations you can see, and sort of different sort of variations related to computer graphics are quite general in visualization nowadays in daily life. And whenever we talk about the computer graphics, even this particular video that you are seeing is making use of computer graphics heavily. So in any way, in multimedia or in a non-multimedia environment also, might be in some daily life scenario, you may come across some example of computer graphics, because usually we do think that when we are on computer or in a digital environment, then only we are using the computer graphics concept. And no, when you are in general physical environment, there are so many paintings or the sort of things which are generated using the concept of computer graphics, even on the walls, on the streets, even the large hoardings that you see around the city, everything, even in the shopping malls, those all things, all the landscape, everything is filled with the applications of and the uses or the new technologies of computer graphics. So when we say that computer graphics is so widely popular, then what are the different things? So many different algorithms, technologies, as well as the key terms are related with computer graphics. And before starting with that, let me give you a basic definition and a sort of, I'll not say the standard one, but the general technical definition of computer graphics. So computer graphics basically deals with images. And as we are saying, computer graphics is obviously the role of computer is there. And then the computer aided design or the generation of images points to the computer graphics. Now, when we say computer graphics is a technology, so in digital technological era, what is the role of computer graphics means seeing the futuristic possibilities. So it is immense, because when we say that in future, what is going to be the future of computer graphics? So you may have, like we do have the 3D sort of vision, and similarly 3D graphics, etc. In future, there sort of be more refined images and the videos. Additionally, the computer graphics related things like the user interface designs, the scientific computing, depiction, image processing, computational photography, the optics, physics, and the geometry related representation, 3D modeling, and the computer animation. So many fields and so many different technologies will be quite easy to understand with the help of enhanced images as well as the enhanced graphics. Now, when we say that each of these things that I just told, it is not a simple use case. For example, if we talk about the animation, it is a $1 billion industry, and in future, definitely its use going to be on rise, and you will see so great, so good graphics that it will be almost impossible to tell the difference between the real and the imaginary, means sort of animated. Now, when we are saying that it is not possible, because we always talk with respect to present technological growth, but when we are seeing the present technological growth, you compare it with the last 20 years or 10 years before, then only you will realize then how exponentially you have grown in terms of technology. And in future also, this technological growth will continue in its exponential form. Now, point is that when we are saying then these sort of things, then the present use cases, as they include the animation, movies, advertising, video games, etc. But in future, are there other possibilities? Yes, because over the period of time, new use cases always do come in picture, and people are interested in new use cases more, because traditionally people do realize that these things are, means other people are also doing, so sort of new things are always in focus. And with this technology also, computer graphics will explore the new doors, will help you to open the new doors with respect to the technology. And when coming to the algorithmic design with respect to computer graphics, so many new algorithmic design with respect to rendering, sharpening, and the sort of noise cancellation, improving the blurred images, helping the segmentation of the images, and so many image processing as well as the vision related things come into focus, because a lot more things come into the interdisciplinary domain, and people come from diverse backgrounds together to solve the kind of joint problems which are supposed to be termed as the associated or the complex problems of that particular domain. Now, when we are saying that these many advantages or sort of importance has been given to this particular field, then what are the related statistics? So let me tell you that almost every country is making use of computer graphics, because in some way or other computers are there, and if computer is there, then user interfaces are there, then video games, etc. Everything is there. Additionally, if computer or the digital environment if we leak, then there are so many physical environment use cases I just told you. So every industry is making use of computer graphics somehow. Okay, now coming to the number of researchers, so more than 700,000 researchers have been actively engaged in the design and development of research related to computer graphics in some way. And when we say that so many researchers and the countries have been exploring this particular research domain, then what are the related things? So obviously, as I told you, that some are working in the field of image processing, some are working in the field of image computer vision, some are specifically working in the field of computer graphics, but they are making use of some sort of image editing, graphics improvement. They are using the concepts of control it. They are using the concept of color imaging. They are using the concept of video game animations and enhancement. Then the image segmentation, image distortion related restoration. Then the histograms. Then the virtual reality implementation, supercomputing related image resolution improvement. Then the physical picture imaging quality improvement. Then the filter designs, a lot more filters are used in the domains of computer graphics, and then using these techniques, the sort of very well-known computer visions and sort of related techniques have been developed. Now and then the real-time computer graphics, that is a very prominent domain, because people do want to generate the real-time graphics, because if you want to have a very new, means the latest sort of, not in terms of design but in terms of time also, if you have very real-time graphics, then obviously you can claim sort of a very fresh kind of content over the internet. And that's why the video gaming, the new characters and the new models with respect to animation industry and sort of are very popular. So these sort of means that even the digital artists and sort of things are quite prominently related with this particular field. So the art and technology, there is a very well mix of these two things in the field of computer graphics. Okay, now coming to the different bodies. So especially as I mostly mention in my videos, that medical field is making the use of technology heavily, and this is not false in case of computer graphics also, because computer graphics is heavily used in the field of medical. And because of so much research and so many real-time use cases are there in medical industry, and it is directly related to the health of people, so much support as well as the funding also come from the medical side. So National Institutes of Cancer, Lung, Blood, then the mental health, physical sciences, etc. are there. Additionally, the National Eye Institute, National Institute of Allergy and Infection Diseases, National Institute of Aging, then the Ministry of Science and Technology, then the Air Forces, means the Defense Force, Army, Air Force, Navy, etc. So many different bodies are using the concept of computer graphics, and so many simulators, everything have been designed. Now you might be wondering that using the simulator means is the graphics only thing? No, there are so many things. But as I told you, that when a product comes out in its final forms, there are so many technology making that particular thing to work or to function well. But computer graphics is prominent because it is the front face, it is the visualization that you are seeing, that you are using to interact with the machine, and that's why its role becomes very prominent. For example, the most simple use case is that before Windows, means the GUI version of Windows, you used to be use the DOS, disk operating system. So now just imagine, even today many people can't even imagine to work in a non-GUI environment. So that is the same difference. Means yes, you can make the things work, but how difficult it would be without a proper GUI support, that you can imagine. Okay. Now, point is that there are so many bodies to have funding for this. There are so many well-defined research topics and the domains. But what about the current research? Means is the research under focus growing on surge or not? Yes, the citations and the number of works related to computer graphics, vision, image processing, etc. have been continuously on surge. In my digital image processing, I have made a video there. You can go and have a related things in more detail. Additionally, some of the related journals I am going to tell you, because there are so many things related to image processing, computer graphics, etc. And some of them include IEEE transactions on image processing, advanced materials research, because in material sciences also the use of computer graphics is very heavy. Then the IEEE geoscience and remote sensing letters, then applied optics, multimedia tools and applications, medical physics, and the remote sensing, and the sensors, which is an MDPI journal, then the International Journal of Computer Applications, etc. There are so many different journals and which are using computer graphics as a kind of main track for publishing. Additionally, there are multiple publishers, not only IEEE or elsewhere. Springer, Violet, Learn Francis, IOP, Sage, Transtech, Multimedia, Multidisciplinary Digital Institute, means MDPI, Optical Society. Multiple publishers are there. Okay. Then with respect to these statistics or the facts, I'm going to tell you some of the related works also, because recently so many works have been published and are under exploration currently also. So you, after discussing these works, you will get to know that what are the key topics you need to focus on, what are the things that these journals are focusing as of now for publication. So just by seeing some of the things, so for example, in International Journal of Computer Vision in 2022, they accepted a work titled Learning 3D Semantic Scene Graphs with Instance Embedding. So here you can see that the embedding concept came into picture, then the scene graphics concept came into picture, then the semantics concept is also associated there, and finally there is a learning with respect to 3D modeling. So here you can see that what sort of different technologies are coming into picture together. Then coming to the other work, so applied mathematical modeling, because in computer graphics the mathematics and related modeling is very much related. Its impact is heavy because ultimately computer graphics is making the sole use of computational mathematics only. Okay, and behind the scene, if you have learned in any of the course about computer graphics, then you must be familiar with the mathematical course and the requirements for this particular domain. And with respect to vision, DIP means the digital image processing and computer graphics, the matrices and the every entity which is represented in some mathematical form, that is a kind of mandatory requirement. Okay, so you should have some sort of mathematical background, and if you don't, then at least you can try and learn. Okay, then the International Journal of Computer Vision 2022 also includes the CMS net, means the deep color and monochrome stereo work. Then the Marine Pollution Bulletin includes the operational use of multispectral images for macro litter mapping and categorization by unmanned aerial vehicles, means UAVs. Then the Journal of Power Sources, the dynamic thermophysical modeling of thermal runway propagation and parametric sensitivity analysis for large format lithium ion battery modules. So in this way, you can see that power sources, even the pollution related journals, the computer vision modeling, and the health related industries, then the sort of sensors related things. So many different things are related with this particular domains, and everywhere you are having some sort of uses of computer graphics. So when you are going for analysis, when you are looking for some domain or the topic according to your interest, always keep in mind that computer graphics use and its interdisciplinary domains are multiple in number. Additionally, if you are not interested in one particular aspect of computer graphics, don't think that the domain is not for you. You can look the alternate, means the other aspects of computer graphics. So in this way, you can explore that what are the other possible options for you. Then if you are denying the particular domain of research for your potential as a potential candidate out of your list, then before that you should look what are the other related things. For example, you might not be interested in computer graphics, but computer vision might be a very good thing for you, or the digital image processing might be a very good thing for you. So there is a little reference. We are not going in detail in this particular series of research topic and domain. This series is only made for the general introduction related to the topics which are of interest to fresh or the new researchers, and that's why we are stopping this video as of now. If you didn't like anything, or you think that something is not presented as of now in its correct form, then please let me know through your criticism in the form of comments down below. Thanks for watching this video and happy learning.